my name is Cass and I collect, and today I'm gonna do a review of The Bride of Frankenstein 2-pack. I got these from my dad as a birthday present, which was super nice. But before I start the review, I want to talk a little bit about the launch because this was probably the most relaxing launch ever. They were up for 1.5 hours, which was super nice. Mattel fixed the bots for this launch. I hope they will do the same thing for future launches. Unfortunately, I know scalpers will always find a way around it. And it was great to see all the collectors who really wanted them were able to get them, so that's always nice to hear. What's special to me about this 2-pack is that this is the first Monster High Skullector male doll. I hope we get to see more male Skullector dolls in the future because I love them and we need more of that. And one other reason why I really wanted this 2-pack is because I love parent packs. Having Frankenstein, the daughter of Frankenstein, and Frankenstein's bride is just iconic, and I can't wait to take pictures of them all together. But enough talking, let's get into it. Let's start with the box. It is a black box and it has white lightning on the top. On the right top it says Mattel, and in the middle it says The Bride of Frankenstein. On the left side you can see The Bride of Frankenstein, and on the right side you can see Frankenstein himself. In the right bottom it says From the makers of Monster High Skullector, and in the left bottom it says 18+. The top of the box also says From the makers of Monster High Skullector, and the left side says The Bride of Frankenstein again. And on the right side of the box you can see a picture of Frankenstein and the bride. On the back of the box, you can see the same lightning bolts on top, and it says The Bride of Frankenstein again. Bride of Frankenstein doll. I want friend like me. What does a monster have to do to find a mate? Have her build, of course. Dr. Frankenstein was a little hesitant to help, but with his fiancée screaming from a deep dank dungeon, it wasn't too hard to convince him to get him with the program. So a little human heart here, a cadaveric leg there, zap with lightning, and bam, she's alive. Alive! The Bride of Frankenstein. Look at her in all her ghoulish glam glory. That shocking hair really pops against that chilling, gauzy white gown. And did you get a peek at her shoes? Like Dr. Pretorius says, science, like love, has her little surprises. And my pale bride is just full of them. Man, we look so good together. It's causing a real mob in the village. If only she would stop screaming when she sees my handsome mug. I guess it's like Pretorius said, I really hate quoting that guy. The heart is more complex than any other part of the body. One day she'll see, dead or alive, we were made for each other. You can open up the front of the box to reveal the dolls and to see the inside of the box. And on the side of Frankenstein, you can see lightning and some smoke, and it says "We belong dead" in green lightning letters. And on the bride's side, you can see this stairway going upwards, and you can see some green light at the end of the staircase. And in the background where the dolls are displayed, you can see the center of the lab. You can see green lightning coming from the top to the bottom, and even the operating table underneath, where they both came to life. They are holding hands in the box, and Frankenstein is looking at the bride. Now let's take them out of the box so we can take a better look at them. Once you take off the outer box, you can see the stands hidden in the bottom, and you can see the certificate of authenticity. Here are the Bride of Frankenstein dolls out of the box. They don't come with a brush or any other accessories except for a stand for both of them. It is a regular black Monster High stand. They do come with a certificate of authenticity. It says Mattel Creations Certificate of Authenticity in silver letters, and the card is black. On the back it says From the makers of Monster High Skullector X, The Bride of Frankenstein. This certifies that your Monster High Skullector Bride of Frankenstein doll materialized through the collaborative efforts of designers and artists at Mattel, and it has Rebecca Shipman's autograph. Let's start with the bride. The bride has a Generation 1 Monster High body, and it is in this pearl light green gray color. She has clawed hands and an original face sculpt. Although people have compared her face to Bloodgood, it is actually different. She has black hair with white streaks in it, and it is super poofy and curly and standing upwards, and it seems to be pulled together with a little elastic band on top. She has gray brownish eyebrows, dark brown eyes with a lightning bolt inside, gray and pink eyeshadow, and red lips. She does not come with earrings or holes for them, and she has stitches going from her ear to her jaw. She also has a little bump in the chin. She is wearing this super long white dress. She has poofy long sleeves, She comes with this cape that is an off-white mesh material, and the top layer is just these loose strings. Her dress is split on the bottom on both sides, and she comes with this belt that is supposed to resemble stitches. She comes with these white wrapped shoes, and the bottom of her shoes are this see-through blue color, and the heel has a ballerina inside. And the rest of her shoe is pretty much lab inspired. Now let's move on to Frankenstein himself. Frankenstein has a green skin tone, and he only has stitches in a few places. On both his lower arms, with one lower arm having an extra staple, and around his ankles. His hands are also bigger than regular Monster High dolls, and they seem to have more detail. One thing that is super important to know about this doll is that he actually has the same body as an Ever After High doll, which means you cannot take off the lower arms, so don't try or you'll break it. Unfortunately, this already happened to someone, so please be careful. But you can take off the hands safely. Frankenstein has molded on black hair that is completely flat on top, and he has 2 staples in his hair. He has this scar on his forehead, and on the left side of his forehead you can see this really big stitch going from his ear to the top of his head, and dark green eyeshadow around his eyes. His eyes are a bit closed, so his eyelids are visible, and he has brown eyes with a lightning bolt inside. He also has a little smirk and this gray-green lip color, and you can also see he has a little bit of an underbag under his eyes. He comes with no earrings and no holes for earrings. He comes with silver neck bolts on the sides of his neck, and he is wearing a black tank top with a black jacket over it. The jacket has these lighter black lightning bolts all over it, and the pants have the same pattern. His shoes are these big black platforms with stitches on top, and the bottom has all these scratches, and the bottom and top are attached with these staples. Thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope everyone liked it, and I see you guys in my next video. Bye! I'm so happy.